Welcome back on the Feed Report. This week, the world witnessed pivotal events, from geopolitical shifts to historic farewells. Here's your concise roundup of the top 10 news stories you need to know. Number 10. The 2025 White House Correspondents Dinner took place on April 26th in Washington, D.C., celebrating journalism with a blend of political figures, journalists, and celebrities. This year's event adopted a more serious tone, focusing on honoring journalistic excellence and supporting future journalists through scholarships and mentorship. Number 9. The 2025 Zurich Classic of New Orleans, held from April 24th to 27th, marked the return of Rory McIlroy to PGA Tour action following his historic Masters victory. The unique two-man team event featured 80 pairs, with McIlroy and Lowry among the notable teams competing. Number 8. The 2025 NFL Draft kicked off on April 24th, with teams selecting new talent to bolster their rosters. The Philadelphia Eagles, holding the 32nd overall pick, focused on a value-driven approach, emphasizing flexibility for potential trades and future roster moves. Number 7. The UK faces a dual economic challenge as annual public borrowing has surged to £151.9 billion, £14.6 billion above prior forecasts. While private sector activity contracts at its fastest pace in over 2 years. This fiscal strain adds pressure on Chancellor Rachel Reeves to implement further tax hikes in the upcoming autumn budget. Number 6. The world bid farewell to Pope Francis, who passed away at the age of 88. The funeral at the Vatican drew dignitaries from around the globe, reflecting on his impactful papacy and the legacy he leaves behind. Number 5. The humanitarian situation in Gaza has deteriorated, with UN officials warning of a severe crisis due to ongoing blockades. Essential supplies are scarce, and the international community is calling for immediate action to alleviate the suffering. Before we move on to the next story, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. It helps us keep bringing you the biggest world news every week. Thanks for your support. Number 4. In a highly anticipated match, Eubank Jr. faced Conor Benn, rekindling a family rivalry that captivated boxing fans. The bout, held at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, lived up to the hype, delivering intense action and drawing comparisons to legendary fights of the past. Eubank Jr. delivered a grandstand finish to beat Conor Benn. Number 3. On April 26th, a devastating incident occurred during the Lapu Lapu Day Festival in South Vancouver, when a 30-year-old man drove his car into a crowd, resulting in multiple fatalities and injuries. The suspect was apprehended at the scene, and authorities are investigating the motive behind this tragic event. Number 2. On April 26th, a devastating explosion rocked the Shahid Rajaee port in Bandar Abbas, southern Iran. The blast, linked to improperly stored missile fuel components, resulted in numerous casualties and raised serious concerns about hazardous material storage practices. Number 1. On April 24th, Kyiv experienced its deadliest Russian assault since July 2024, with Russia launching an 11-hour barrage of 66 missiles and 145 drones across 5 neighborhoods. At least 12 civilians were killed and about 90 injured, with extensive damage to residential buildings. The attack drew rare condemnation from U.S. President Donald Trump, who urged Russian President Vladimir Putin to stop the strikes and resume peace negotiations. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky cut short his trip to South Africa to return amid mounting civilian casualties and destruction. Ukraine's leadership emphasized that peace hinges on Moscow's genuine intent, as continued Russian aggression undermines ceasefire efforts. European leaders echoed the sentiment, criticizing Russia's duplicity in peace talks. Stay informed with our weekly updates. Subscribe and join us every Sunday for a concise breakdown of the world's most significant news stories. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.